You know, I had the privilege and the opportunity to work for NASA, and not many people, when they're kids and dream about working for places, get to actually work at the place where they dreamed about working. Hi, I'm Chris Kemp, founder and Chief Strategy Officer of Nebula. When I got to NASA, what I found was it was a huge organization with just thousands of brilliant people, and many of these people weren't able to do their jobs because they didn't have the computing resources they needed. They had to wait for months, sometimes years, to get the resources they needed. When they got them, they would hide them. Right? And I was at first the CIO, and this was vexing, and it was because they didn't want us to stop their research. They didn't want to stop the science. They thought that we were there to interfere with them, to put policy and security in their way. I saw these incredibly inspired people that were so frustrated. They didn't have the resources they needed. And so I wanted to provide it to them. I wanted to build this, and I wanted to let them have it. And that's what we did with the NASA Nebula project. We built this cloud platform. We open sourced this technology, and we were contacted thereafter by Rackspace, and Rackspace was also interested in open sourcing some of their technology and wanted to call this combined set of projects OpenStack. And OpenStack really has emerged as a unifying framework for all of computing, networking, and storage over the past few years. This is the core of Nebula. So when you look at the product we're building, we're taking this OpenStack technology and we're making it accessible to the enterprise. Everything that I've done since a kid has built on the resources that are available basically for free, right? And so when I looked at doing anything, I would always have to figure out how I could do it on a really inexpensive computer using some off-the-shelf tools. If you're some kid in a garage and you've got a great idea, you're going to end up on cloud and on open source technologies. And I think that's where we found a lot of people at NASA, and that's why they were able to embrace what we were doing with Nebula. We're empowering these enterprises with this highly elastic, highly agile, highly modern public cloud-like infrastructure right there on-premise behind their firewall. It puts infrastructure in the hands of the people building the applications again. It puts infrastructure in the hands of the creators and the engineers and the scientists that are building stuff. That aha moment where this new application just comes out of nowhere, that's going to start happening everywhere in every business once these companies start to embrace cloud computing. When I look at the things we did right here at Nebula, I look at that mostly in terms of the people. The product is really the culmination of the people who are passionate about this aspect of it, this feature, the architecture, and it's about whether they believe in the mission of the company, and we've been very lucky. It's really important that when you put your product out there for the first time, you give it to some customers that are going to give you great feedback. They're going to do really incredible things with it. The advice is, if you can get customers that are as passionate about using your product as you are about building it, they're going to give you great feedback, and the product's going to be better. And you're going to have a team that's going to get excited about building that product for these customers.